Welcome back to Conner Orchards. It is the last day of February. It is cold, although this week we're supposed to warm up into the high 50s, low 60s, which is just crazy. We need more moisture. We had a little bit last week, which is great. Now we just need more. But today I thought I would talk about tea, kind of introducing our new lavender teas. We have a few more coming out. I had asked some questions and you guys answered, so I took those and I ran with them. But I want to talk about how to make tea. It's not just boil water and go for it. Tea doesn't want to be boiled. That's the biggest thing. So I have a kettle that I usually use. It's electric, plug it in, hit the button, and it warms the water up for me. Water boils at 212 degrees. We're at 6,000 feet, so for us it's 201 degrees approximately. So I kind of have to adjust everything off of that. So the temperatures I'm giving you are kind of the normal temperatures. Adjust accordingly and to your taste as well. The one thing that I will tell you, if the water is boiling and it's too hot, it can make your tea turn bitter really quickly. And if you've ever had a bitter tea, that could be one reason why. There's a few other reasons too. Alright, so like I said, I use the kettle. This one comes to 190 degrees for me. When I use just a pot with water, it gets up to 200 degrees before it's boiling. If I'm going to make tea in this, I will boil it, take it off, and let it sit for about 5 minutes. I do a lot of chai. I need to make some of my own, but I use those as well. I have some chamomile, hint, hint, black tea, and then just kind of an herbal tea. There are bags. There is loose. You have different ways for loose. There's all sorts of containers. This one opens up. I like this one. You put in just a little bit. You don't need a lot of tea when you're making it. Rule of thumb is a teaspoon. A teaspoon of tea to a cup of hot water. And then you adjust that to your flavor. Alright, so for temperatures, chamomile actually likes the warmest, but it's still under boiling temperature. 200 to 210 degrees is where you want your water to be for chamomile tea. If you bring it to a boil and let it cool for a few minutes, dump your water in, just let it sit, and then add your chamomile, your temperature will be good. Black teas like a little bit under that, so those are in the 195, 200, somewhere right in that range. When I get into my lavender white tea and my lavender green tea, those come down even more. They're 175, 180 in that range. The white tea you can steep a little bit longer. The green tea, only steep it a minute or two. With green tea in particular, the more you steep it, the more bitter it does become. Herbal teas I'll leave a little bit longer, and herbal teas you can usually leave 3 to 5 minutes. The black tea, it doesn't get bitter like the green tea, but you can't overdo it. I would do 2 to 3, tops 4 minutes. If you're anything like me, set a timer because I can invariably walk off and forget it. So, you ready for your tea? Let your water cool just a little bit. Let it cool a little longer. If you're going to do a green or a white tea, put it in. Either add your bag or your loose leaf. Let it steep for the allotted time, 1 to 2 minutes for green tea, 2 to 3 for white, 2 to 4 for black, 3 to 5 on your chamomile and some of your herbals. Alright, I hope this was helpful. Just little tidbits of information that we're going to start throwing out here and there. And we're getting ready for our first festivals. Our first one starts in April 9th, which is the International Honeybee Festival down in Palisade. So we'll be doing lots of fun bee stuff and celebrating bees over this last half of the upcoming month. In preparation for that, we're getting ready. We're also getting ready for the Lavender Festival, which is at the end of June. And the Denver Botanic Gardens Lavender Festival, which is 2 days this year. So I'm trying to figure out how to prep for that one because last year we ran out of a lot of product. But last year we also didn't have the winter to prep because we had COVID and nobody knew what was going to happen. So grab yourself a cup of tea, get yourself a good book, go curl up, enjoy a moment to yourself. Alright, thanks for watching, hit subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, and if you haven't signed up for our newsletter, I do share recipes every single month. Thanks.